Hello guys, I found more materials which will help you to learn English, so let's get started. Course title, first name, surname, address, postcode, telephone, home, telephone, mobile, email, nationality, languages. Life's work. Business journalist Rob Lewis talks about his jobs, the first, the best, and the worst. What was your first job? When I was 15, I was a shop assistant in a bakery at the weekend. I was at work by 6 a.m. every Saturday and Sunday. That was really difficult. I'm not an early morning person. What was your best job? My job now. I'm a journalist. It's well paid and it's different every day. I'm often on planes or trains and in hotels and offices around the world, and I meet lots of interesting people. It's a great job, really. What was your worst job? When I was 18, I was a cook in a fast food restaurant for a few months. The managers weren't very nice, and the job was boring and badly paid. It was very hot in there, too. Terrible. Is a job for life a good thing? Not for me. After university, I was a marketing assistant for 4 years. It was okay, but it wasn't very interesting. Then I was an office manager. That was good, but it was always the same. I think change is good for you. Would you like to meet people from different cultures? Do you want to see different parts of the world? On sofasurfing.com, you can read people's profiles, email them, and go and stay in their homes. You can stay on a sofa or spare bed for 1 or 2 nights or weeks, and it's free. Join sofasurfing.com, make friends around the world, and start your adventure today. I'm an architect. I'm from Turkey. I speak Turkish, English, and a bit of German. I'm interested in music, football, and cinema. I'd like to go to Cuba and Ireland. I want to learn languages. I live in a small house with my brother, Erkan. We have a nice living room with a big comfortable sofa. My hometown is Istanbul. It's beautiful and it has lots of things to see and do. We live near the center. My family is very friendly. Erkan speaks English too. My mother lives in the same street. She cooks dinners for us at the weekend. No smokers, please. Email me. I'm a music student. I'm from Ireland. I speak English and French. I'm interested in music, dance, and meeting people from other cultures. I'd like to go to China, Sweden, and the USA. I want to get a good job and learn salsa. I live in a flat on my own. It has a spare room with a spare bed, so friends often stay with me. My hometown is Dublin. It's a great place and it has lots of nice cafes and clubs. My family lives in Galway, but my father often comes here for work. He stays with me and takes me to nice restaurants. Phone or email first. Hi Erkan, I hope you're okay. I'm fine, but I miss Istanbul and everyone in the office. Tokyo is hot and the new job is hard work, but it's interesting. One of my colleagues, Koji, is going to Istanbul next month. He doesn't know anyone. Could you meet him and show him the city one day? He's very nice. Akira. Dear Erkan, my name's Kim Joo-young and I'm from Korea. You can check my profile on sofasurfing.com. I'm in Lebanon now and I would like to come to Istanbul. Could I stay with you on August the 1st and 2nd? A couple of questions. If I stay, can I use your kitchen? Also, could you tell me about museums in Istanbul? Thanks and bye, Joo-young. Hi, Joo-young. August the 1st and 2nd is no problem for my sister and me. Of course, you can use our kitchen. I have lots of information about museums. You can read it when you're here. Looking forward to meeting you. Best wishes, Erkan. Happiness is. Thank you for your comments. Here are some of the best. What's happiness? Talking to my husband and watching something good on TV with him. We don't go out a lot, but we're happy. Happiness is going fishing on a boat with friends and a very cold drink. And catching fish, of course. My work. I'm a photographer and I love taking photos. It's not very well paid, but money doesn't make you happy. Happiness is playing the drums really loud, but my dad doesn't like it. My friends. Talking to them over coffee, listening to jazz, going to parties together, and my cat. She doesn't like my boyfriend, but she loves me. Seeing my grandchildren, that's happiness. I love them so much. I also enjoy reading a good book, but I don't read newspapers. I don't like bad news. I like learning new things and meeting new people, so I do a different course every day, every year. This year it's dancing and the tango. Chocolate, I love it. Three small things that changed the world. The first mobile phone. Martin Cooper, who worked for Motorola in the USA, made the first mobile phone in 1973. On April the 3rd, he went for a walk in New York and used the new phone to call another communications company, AT&T. This was the first mobile phone call. 10 years later, in 1983, people could buy the mobile in shops. The first personal music player. A German Brazilian, Andreas Pavel, made the stereo belt in 1972. It had headphones and used cassettes. Pavel wanted people to have music everywhere they went. He met directors of electronics companies and they listened to the stereo belt but said, people don't want to wear headphones and listen to music in public. So Pavel never sold his idea, but his personal music player was the first. Sony's Walkman was the second, and people loved it. Hi Mary, how are you? I hope you're well. We're fine. I enjoyed Thailand. It was my first trip, so it was really exciting. The hotel and the food were wonderful. We had some bad weather, but we went swimming in the sea most days. We also went on a boat trip and visited the Rose Garden. We had a lovely time. We plan to visit my sister in Melbourne in September. What about you? Do you have any travel plans? Love, Judy. Judy, hi, it's good to hear from you. Glad you enjoyed your trip to Thailand. No, we have no travel plans. Maybe in the autumn. Our news. Life is busy as usual. My daughter Mickey moved to France last month. She got a job in a bank there and likes it. We bought a new car, a silver Toyota. It's great. I started French lessons 2 weeks ago. It's very difficult, but the teacher and the other students are really nice. That's all for now. Hope to hear from you soon. Best wishes, Marie. I live here, but I work 800 kilometers away. Jose Luis Garcia, a father of four from Argentina, lives in a small village in the province of San Luis, but works in Buenos Aires, 800 kilometers away. I grew up in my village and I love it here, but the good jobs are in Buenos Aires, he says. I have to travel for 14 hours on the bus on Friday and Sunday nights, but it's okay. I don't want to live in Buenos Aires. It's an exciting place, but it's quite polluted and parts of it can be dangerous. The village is on the Corrales River near the mountains. It's safe and quiet, a great place for my wife and kids. There are more and more people like Jose Luis all over the world. Many people now live and work in very different places as cities become more expensive. Lawrence Wood, an English businessman, works in London but lives in another country. He flies to London on Monday mornings and flies back to Malta on Thursday evenings, where his wife Samantha and two young children live in a family apartment in Pacewell. Our new place in Malta is next to the sea and bigger than our house in London, says Lawrence. We have a beautiful view of the Mediterranean. It's 5 minutes from the kids' school and 7 kilometers from the airport. The flying's okay. It's 3 or 4 hours, but I only do it twice a week. In, on, from, next to, near. Edward T. Hall wrote that different cultures have different ideas of personal space. For example, colleagues having a conversation in East Asia can feel uncomfortable if someone stands closer than about a meter. However, in North America and Northern Europe, most people feel that a meter is too far away. A distance of 50 to 90 centimeters is normal. In the south of Europe and South America, people often prefer to stand closer than this. In Arab countries, personal distance can be 30 centimeters or less. Of course, people sometimes need to stand very close together, for example, on crowded trains and buses. When this happens, some people listen to music or read a newspaper to make a different kind of personal space. Weird fruit and veg. Purple carrots. Did you know that people in the past didn't eat carrots because they didn't taste good? They used them for medicine and they were white, purple, red, yellow, or black. People only grew the first orange carrots about 500 years ago. Now supermarkets sell carrots with purple or yellow skins, but they're still orange inside. I don't see the point. Close your eyes and it's a carrot. Stromatus. It's a silly name, but I like stromatus. It's not a strawberry mixed with a tomato because you can do that. It's just a different type of tomato. They're nice and sweet, so you can put them in desserts. Low-carb potatoes. These are special potatoes that are very low in carbohydrates, so they're good for you if you're on a diet. Again, what's the point? I'd rather have normal potatoes. If you don't want to eat carbohydrates, have some lettuce. Square watermelons. I don't like this. I think they're silly. The Japanese first made square watermelons in about 2001 because round watermelons are difficult to keep in fridges. You can buy them in a few supermarkets these days. No fruit or vegetable is naturally square. I eat a lot of watermelon and I prefer a nice round one. Red bananas. I eat a lot of these too. I like them because they're very sweet. Go and buy some, but eat them quickly because they are only good for a few days. So what do you do all day? Pete Chappelle, 19, catering assistant, North Sea oil platform. I work 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Every day I help prepare 3 meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner for 300 people. I make 10 different fresh salads, peel a 50 kilograms bag of potatoes, and wash up hundreds of dishes. I carry a lot of heavy boxes of food to the kitchen and it's very hot in there. So by the end of the day I'm very tired, but the time goes fast. After work, I spend 45 minutes in the gym doing weight training. This helps build the strength you need for the job. Then I have a shower. There's always a film to see in the platform cinema. This is in a small room, so only about 30 people can see a film. I go maybe twice a week. Everyone knows everyone else, and it's good fun. We also spend a lot of time talking, and some of the guys tell amazing stories. I'm learning a lot about life out here. Last thing at night, I read in bed or chat with my roommate for around an hour. This is my time to relax. I need around 7 hours sleep a night, and I always sleep well because I'm so tired after my day's work. We work on the platform for 2 weeks, then have 2 weeks off. Traveling home takes a whole day. It's great seeing my friends, but the time goes too fast. Next year, I'm planning to go to a catering college in Aberdeen and train to become a chef. I don't always want to work on an oil platform. It's too hard. Changing image. The exhibition shows how ideas of beauty and fashion change with culture and time and are often connected to money, beliefs, and lifestyle. In 1624, King Louis VIII of France started wearing a wig because he was bald. Soon fashionable men in Northern Europe started wearing wigs, like the man in this picture. Under the wig, his hair is shaved or tied back. The 18th century woman has got a large white wig with jewels in it. She is wearing white makeup and has got a black beauty spot to show her pale skin. Pale skin was fashionable for hundreds of years in Northern Europe because it showed that you didn't work outside in the fields. Then, in 1923, fashion designer Coco Chanel came back from holiday with a tan. Suddenly, a tan showed you had a lot of money and you could travel to hot countries. By the 1970s, tans were very popular in Europe. Today, Indian fashions change from place to place. This woman is wearing a sari, the traditional dress of Indian women. The type of sari often shows a woman's age, occupation, and religion and where she comes from. She's got a special necklace to show that she's married and red dot on her forehead, often called a bindi. Traditionally, the bindi also shows that someone is married, but nowadays a lot of unmarried women and even children have bindis because they are fashionable. Most Indian women wear traditional dress, but men in towns and cities in all regions of India usually wear Western style clothing, like shirts and trousers. In villages, however, many men are still more comfortable in traditional clothing. One-wheeled wonder. The unicycle is the real king on the road. Forget public transport. For computer programmer Joe Marshall, the daily journey to work across one of the most crowded cities in the world is fun. It's like playing on the way to work, he says. It takes Joe 50 minutes to travel the 9-mile journey across London by unicycle. That's about the same as it takes on the bus or the underground, and 10 minutes quicker than by car. Unicycles are slower than bikes, he says, but they're the best thing in traffic jam because you can turn in a really small space. It's great exercise too because you can't stop moving. I have to jump up and down at traffic lights. But aren't unicycles more dangerous than bikes? Marshall doesn't think so. Unicycles are safer than they look and easier to ride, he says, and drivers are more careful with me than with cyclists. Long distance unicycling is more common than many people think. Someone rode across America a few years ago, Marshall says. That's the longest trip ever on a unicycle. And last year, a group of people rode across Norway. But what about all the looks you get? You can't worry about what people think, he says. Most of them are alright, but I get a lot of comments like, where's the other wheel? A few days ago, an old lady came up to me and said, that's really stupid. Buy a car. One of my favorite journeys is walking from my house in Lower Sydenham to the shopping area in Lewisham. I go out of my front door and across Southern Lane, and then after a few minutes I go down some steps and into a quiet riverside park. It's really beautiful with lots of trees, flowers and green grass. I walk for about 40 minutes near the river and then go through Ladywell Fields, a large park. Then I go up some steps and right at the top of Bardsley's, my favorite cafe and some nice shops. Hi Kimiko, how's your day going? And what are you doing tonight? I'm going to the cinema with Mia. Want to come with us? Not a good day at the office. I'm having lots of problems. Yes, let's go out tonight. Text me. I'm in a meeting this afternoon. Hi Mark, I'm writing to say I'm really sorry for not meeting you yesterday. I had a very bad headache and sore throat. I wanted to call you but I haven't got your home or mobile numbers. I'm really sorry and hope you're not angry with me. Could we meet another time? I promise to be there. And please give me your number. Write when you have a moment, Abby. Hello Joseph, thanks very much for the invitation. I'm very sorry but I don't think I can come. I've got an exam on Sunday, so I really should stay at home on Saturday and do some studying. Thanks again and sorry to be so boring. Hope you have a great time. Let's meet up for coffee sometime soon. All the best, Abby. Hi Mom and Dad. Hope you had a great holiday and thanks for letting us stay. Mom, I'm afraid Sammy broke your mug, the one with the cats on it. I'm really sorry. I know it was your favorite. Can we buy you another one or take you and Dad, of course, out to dinner sometime? I'll give you a call at the weekend. Hi Marek. I was so pleased when I saw your name on the site. After school, I did a French degree at Liverpool University. After that, I didn't know what to do, so I decided to travel. I spent a year in China teaching English, then I moved to the States. Now I'm living and working in LA, managing an internet business. I live alone with my lovely cat, George. In a few years' time, I'd like to get married and have kids, but I haven't found the right woman. Do you remember Jessie Morgan? I always liked her. She was so ambitious at school. I'd love to know what she's doing now. What's your news? It would be great to hear from you, Tom. Hi, it's good to hear from you, Tom. After university, I decided to go back to Poland and spend some time with my family in Poznan. After a few months, I got a job and moved into a small flat of my own. 10 years later, I've got a great job and a wonderful wife. And you'll never guess who I'm married to. Jessie. We didn't see each other for years after university, but then we got in touch online. She came to see me, and we got married last year. We're having a baby next summer, and then we're going to move into a bigger place. She's an architect and is doing very well. If you'd like to visit Poland, give us a call. By the way, have you heard from Debbie? Jessie wants to get in touch with her. Marek. So what do you do all day? I work for a cultural center where I plan and organize theater projects. Officially, I work from 9 to 7, but I often stay longer, especially when we're working on a big project. I sometimes work at weekends too. I live in Zabrze and work in Bytom, so I spend about 2.5 hours on the bus every day. It's a lot of time, but I read a lot. I like learning other languages. At the moment, I'm trying to improve my English and Spanish. I go to Spanish classes once a week and I'm thinking about having private lessons too. I also watch English TV and read English books and newspapers. Me time is really important to me, but I get back from work quite late most days, so I don't spend a lot of time with my family. I go to the cinema or theater and meet friends where I can. But sometimes I do extra work, like writing theater reviews, so I lose my free time. I like going to bed late, but I need to get up at 6 in the morning to get to work, so I'm always tired. Sometimes I sleep more at the weekends, but then I have less free time. Chicken, lamb, beef, sausages, fish, salmon, prawns, shellfish. Watermelon, melon, banana, apple, orange, lemon, pineapple, plum, cherries, kiwi fruit, berries, mango. Rice, pasta, noodles, couscous, bread, pastries, cake, biscuits. Dairy products, cheese, butter, yogurt, cream. Vegetables: broccoli, peas, potatoes, carrots, lentils, olives, lettuce, mixed salad, onions, beans, corn, courgettes, peppers and aubergine, squashes, mushrooms. Oil, salt, pepper, eggs, nuts, chocolate, sweets, chips, toast, sandwich, herbs, spices. Study subjects: architecture, art, drama, history, languages, economics, music, literature, biology, chemistry, geography, mathematics. Hair, ear, face, neck, throat, teeth, mouth, nose, eye. Bone, muscle, skin, heart. Okay, that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press a like button on this video. Thank you for watching.